Right, so hey guys, here we are, we're at Emercom Extract on the Interchange map. Today we're going to be doing a loot run, and hopefully by the end of the video you'll understand where different loot is and what sort of loot you want to be going for on the map. I will show you all the keys that you need for all of it. I won't be just doing one particular loot run. I will show you the main stores, and from there you'll have to make up your own route based on wherever you spawn. When I'm doing the outside stash run, I will go through the spawns and where to watch out for other players just to increase your survival rate. So please stick around for that if that's what you're looking for. Other than that, I'm just going to pop a SJ6 right now, and I'm going to get right into the store. When you're running along here, if you go into the power straight away from the spawn that we got, you just want to be careful of that platform up there. People will be looking down for you. They're expecting you to go to the power. Now I wouldn't go straight to the power if you just spawned in, if it's daytime and you're pretty far away. If you're not one of the closest people to the power, I wouldn't even bother, because you want to get straight into there. If the power doesn't, excuse me, if the power doesn't get turned on by another player straight away, I suggest waiting until about 20-25 minutes until you actually go and turn it on yourself. Now in here we got 3 jackets, 2 there, 2 there. Turn the power on here. You see we got a GPU right there. I'm not going to take it because I'm only in offline mode. There is a jacket right there. Just out here there is your car extract. So if you get to power, just on the opposite side of where you enter the power station, there's your car extract if you plan on taking that. But for now, if I just turn on the power, I'll leave that power station, and I like to head straight up. If you've just spawned, be careful if you left and right down there as well. That store right there, that's an idea. We're currently at the back side of the mall. The back on this map, if you're looking at the map online, the back should be the east side. Coming through here, there is a toolbox down there, and then just in this container here, there is a bag. Along there, some started spawns like propane. You got a bag and some food on those tables just there. In this store you get a lot of food. I'm not really going to go through this store and show much loot. I will show you the crates and then skip straight ahead. So there are some weapon crates here. There's one weapon crate here if you plan on looting it, and there's a weapon crate there. Now I'm just going to skip ahead. So you've just got to here, and in these lockers there can be gold chains. In here you got a bag and a weapons crate, and then some food and bullets spawn on there. In here you get some food along these shelves here. There's a bag just around the corner which you'll see in a second. You got some weapon spawns there, weapon modification spawns that is, a weapon crate, you got some ammo. And then just in here, if you listen carefully, there is an alarm. If you go in here, you can disable that alarm, which is very helpful if you want to listen to players and that. Food, bullets spawn on there. There is a jacket just in there to the right, and there's a weapon crate here. For reference sake, there is a bag there, and then just out these double doors here to the end of there. On the right, there's the escalator that is next to Texho. You can see Texho right there. And then there's the furniture store and the escalators that lead downstairs. On the left, you have Ollie. Ollie is a good store for loot and bar items. So we're going to go up. There is a weapon crate underneath. I'll get that flashlight on so you can see. On this floor, I believe it is, or the next floor, there is food and drinks campers here. These doors are left how they are right now, so if they're closed, you want to check for players. Weapon crate back there, weapon crate there. Going in, urban clothes, and these stores around the tech store don't have a lot in. You can get stuff like aramid and cloth. If you come in here, I like to jump on here. If you check these stores, that store there, that is the main medical store. That's where you're going to find LEDXs. We'll go into there shortly. On here, you can get GPUs on all of these shelves, including that table, that shelf there. On here, on top of this fridge. On all of these shelves. Luckily there isn't anything right now. If you want, you can just check. You can like walk along here and check. Usually I just jump and have a look. But nothing here today. Go straight across. We go into here. Check these shelves just outside of it. And same with these shelves. See there's some med items there. In here you can get LEDX. See there's loads of meds in here right now. You see the survival 12, the portable defibrillator. I get a lot of LEDXs in here. In one of my previous videos, in fact my last video, I found an pharmacoscope and 2 LEDXs in one raid during a gunfight as well, which is crazy. So, just at the end here, be careful of people on these pillars, just here, these metal pillars, be careful. They're people, you can climb up and people will sit on them. Now, if I want to go and extract with my GPU, my LEDXs, all my juicy loot, I like to run down there, in that store there, and that store just there, you can get like water filters, thermite, this sort of bar items. You can head down here towards Papa John's, if you know Papa John's. You jump on top of here, you'll see Killa if he's sat around, you can see players. It's a good spot, but people do check this spot. So from there, just run straight through. So I've just turned the key and we're gonna head this way now. So we came from Techlight, we walked up to Papa John's, we came through Papa John's down here. My game did crash, so I'm having to just get back here again. I'm gonna disable this alarm, but since my game crashed, as I said, the alarm downstairs isn't gonna be disabled. So after you've done that, you just want to head down here. Usually I'd be on a painkiller at least. You just want to run down. If you can make this jump, you can make this jump. Certainly not this time. This store here, since I didn't turn the other switch this time around, the alarm's going to go off. Yeah. But if you flick both of the switches I've shown you, no alarms will go off here and you can get in here peacefully. So along here you can get weapons, you can see an MP7. Many different guns spawn on this wall. Just always check it. On here you can see I've got 100 round mags. You get loads of magazines, weapon attachments in here, you get ammo. Weapon attachments on here, you can see there's 60 round mag, easy money. 2 crates, this can have a weapon in it occasionally. Money just on the shelf here. Along here, more weapon attachments in here. You got modded guns on there as well. Be careful of the floor, there could be stuff on the floor. I believe there was something then. No. More weapon attachments in here. You want to be careful of the floor, like I say. Get the flashlight on. Coming out of there though, I like to run straight into a dick if you want to take cover, because there will be people hiding up there and hiding on the back there. Coming back here, be careful of people hiding in avocado, hiding down there. Killer can spawn in generic and he can spawn in a dick and brutal. He can be anywhere around this block that goes all the way to the back there. He can be on along there. His route is online. I'll show his route on screen now. Come in here. People like to sit up on top of that box. In here, you see we've got a graphics card right there. On all of these shelves, graphics cards on here. On here, just be careful inside this box. There can be a graphics card. And on these shelves here, there's also a weapons crate just on the floor there. Coming through, we're now at Texho. We're at Ollie as well. Going into Texho, there can be stuff on the shelves. Many different stuff. We're mainly looking for GPUs here. Just be careful of players coming from that way. Be careful of players coming out of Ollie and from the back just over there. If I turn my flashlight on, you can see a bit better. Inside this furniture store, there is actually some good spawns in here. On the shelves, there can be figurines and then stuff like bitcoins next to these PS4s here. There's a PS4 there, and there's a PS4 over here. You see there's a magnet there that can be a bitcoin. It is quite rare though. Coming back this way, these escalators lead down into the parking lot. You got Ollie back here, and then the main entrance of Ollie and the back secret stairs of Ollie. Going this way though, we're at Techlight, as you can see, and then just to the right up there, that is the medical storage room. Both places really good loot, as we saw earlier. Now, if you've looted all of that and you've flicked the switch upstairs, which I showed you how to do, usually I wouldn't bother coming in here because they're probably already looted if you've gone to Techlight and if you've been upstairs. But it's always worth checking. You'd be surprised how many times I come in here as a scav or just a PMC and I've came in a bit late and there are GPUs lying everywhere, Tetrises, those sort of things. Coming down, be careful of campers all over the place. We like to run straight through. Just to the left here, be careful of campers can be up there, campers can be there, campers can be on there, and just around the corner of here, and then also around those corners, but usually you won't have to worry about those corners. Bitcoin, rollers, really good items on here. Moonshine can spawn on the floor. I've had 3 moonshines in a raid before. Weapon modifications, you've seen how many, that's the second 100 round mag we've seen today. There's a Sky QD rail right there, as you can see that is literally what I've got on my gun. Weapon crate, and another weapon crate. Also players can be hiding up here, so just be careful of that. But usually you come in here, if you've got lots of loot, you'd flick this lock the door switch. But for now we're going to power up Object 14 and then we're going to visit Object 14. So, running through. So if you wanted to go to Emercom, if you haven't got the key, you can head to Emercom, straight through the hole that we saw, and it's straight ahead. We will see that later because I won't be taking the extract I've just shown you. And then down that way, if I just turn off my flashlight. Right, so down that way, you've got the 21WS keycard container, which we will see later if you want us to get to this time. Other than that, we're just going to head this way. Object 14, straight down here. Out of that exit there, that is the exit towards Railway, if you've got Railway as an exfil. As you can hear, Kiba alarms going off. We're going to run straight through this. These escalators here lead up to Goshan. We're just going to keep running through though. As you can see, Railway still to our left. So I've just come from down there, and you keep running down to here. You want to keep an eye out for this green truck. At this green truck, you go down here. It'll say B B B B. Say B everywhere. There is some escalators on the left. Down here, only notable places of loot. Here's the ammo crate. I'm gonna pop an SJ6. Weapon crate right there. And the power is just out there. The power you got here and it's on the right. But for now we're just gonna go around here. If you cannot remember, you're looking for a group of containers, and as you can see it says a group of containers. I saw that in a video once and it's helped me remember. You want to just come around the back here. As long as you flip that object 14 switch, this crate will be open. In this crate, as you can see, many weapon attachments on there. As well, you can get weapons on their weapons. You got weapon crate. Troopers can be on the floor, and you got gold chains. Sometimes horses, and that can be up there too. It's only a little bit of loot, but if you don't have much, it is worth coming. As you can see, we've got an Ultra 5. That alone is worth coming for. I'm not going to keep that though. And we're going to leave that place. As you can see, we're back at those Goshan escalators. On our right is the Railway Exfil. We're just going to keep heading this way though. Here we've got the hole in the ground. So we've looted all the tech stores upstairs, and on the second floor we've flipped that switch. That switch led us to here, at which point we went straight around the corner to where we just came from and looted those containers. I'm just going to show you this way. I'm not actually going to go this way. If you're looking for a weapon, as you can see, there's an AKM right there. There's also an AKM spawn just on that sofa right there. Oh, it's actually there right now. Coming through though, I'll keep my flashlight on. Coming through. You can go just to the end here. I'm not going to go all the way, but straight out of that hole there, that is the no backpack extract, and then to the right you've just got Emercom. But for now we're not going to go that way. We're going to go check the 21WS container. We can actually go this way here. This way is much safer than the other way. It will bring us out a little bit later than where we want to be, but we'll just go out here and to the right. If you're having problems with the underground, just remember to get that quest done and get your compass. That will help guide you. I'm not going to go through compass bearings in this video or anything, but when you're outside, just know which ways that you're extract, so you can head towards either extract. Now we're going to the 21WS container, and then after this we're going to go through some stash runs. So you get to here, there's a bunch of containers here. This place is pretty visible from many places. Here we go up. As soon as you come in, you just here, jump up here. If it lets me jump up here, and then straight to this container. Use your 21WS key, which I will show up on screen right now. In here, you can see we've got suppressors, gold chains. This is very good loot, especially if you're doing the stash run. You can see we've got 3 containers, and then also trooper armor spawns in here, and often you will get night vision, the really good night vision as well, and many other weapon attachments. That pistol grip alone is worth a lot of money. And then after you've looted that, you run along, and then just down here you got some more attachments. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Out here there is some barter items just on top of there, and then also here you got some food, and back here you got a barter item again. Right, so I'm just gonna jump straight over to doing a stash run now. Thank you guys for watching this bit if you guys are leaving now. So we're gonna start here. We're at the Railway Exfil here, and our first stash is right next to me here. As you can see, it's right there. Not gonna loot it, but there's the first one. Best way to remember it is it's the bit of rubble at the wall. Following that, we've got another stash just over here. This stash is a tree one. As you can see, there's the rubble, and there's that other lot of rubble next to the lakes. We're just going to cross over to that. Stash run. Stash number 3. Come over to this camp. Look around, there's a thin tree there, right there. And there's a stash just on the floor. This one can be hard to find at the start, but just try and remember it. I'll look around so you know what's around me. Coming straight across, past these lakes, to the next lot of trees. Right at the edge of these trees, you see they don't last long, and here it is. Our last stash was just next to this tree right here. Now, going along here, I'm going to pop an SJ6 for the sake of the video. Now it's up to you if you want to loot this place. There isn't that much loot around here. You can loot the suitcases, there are a couple lying around. Just look around. I'm not going to go through any specifics since this is just stashes, but in these tents and that. Looking in all of these places, if you're that desperate for loot. But by the end of this, even if you didn't loot this place, it wouldn't matter a whole lot. Usually there would be scavs, but also be careful of people watching from over there. So when you get to this place here, there's usually some stuff lying on top of there. You want to head towards those bushes there. Keep heading and then just past the bushes, so as you can see, so far past these bushes and then it's on the floor. There is, as you can probably remember it, because there's a little bit of a sink here. Coming over. Straight across. And next to this bus, there's that vehicle, and just behind the vehicle, there's more loot on the floor there. As you can see, we got a suitcase. Got that, and we're just gonna head this way. Just looking around, hope you guys get located. Coming over, right in front of the sign on the closest side to the store. There's one tree, it's the only tree on here. Right in front of it, there's another stash. Now we're back at the 21 WS container, which I went into before. For the sake of this part of the video, I'm just going to pop in there again. Just show you guys that it's skipped to this point. You come up, you use your key, 21 WS, I'll put that on screen now. You can see weapon crates, trooper armor can be on the floor. I've had 2 trooper armor in here before at once. Coming across. Got some weapon modifications on here, and barter items over there, food on here. Now leaving this place, you want to come straight out and head towards all these bushes over here. To the left of him is a campfire, keep going. There's 2 trees that are right next to each other, as you can see, 2 little trees. Between these 2 trees is another stash right here. Going straight through those trees, here there is a bag. Bags are always good loot. Get gunpowders and stuff like that, definitely worth checking if you're on this run. Heading across here, just keep following the wall. There's another weapon stash there, no weapon stash. Going along again, try not to stay up against the blue. Keep running along. Keep an eye on your left, there is people that will come out of here sometimes, and people ahead. Not a lot around here. Keep going. Just here, we've got a bag. Head down from the bag, through these bushes here, towards these old weapon crates here. See there's a stash on the floor just here. Opposite that stash next to this one here, there is also a stash. Leaving these stashes. From here, you could go straight for your extract if you want. You've probably got enough loot by that point if you spawned at the railway. If you're after more extra loot, we're going to carry on and we're going to show you the rest of the stash run. So, I'm going to skip the Emercom Extract and head straight for the other stash. As you can see, Emercom is just there. If you're heading out, be careful of extract campers. You got another weapon stash, so you've got another stash just here. The way you remember it is just a bunch of rocks. It's the only bunch of rocks there. Head over here. Now, if you just wanted that extra stash, and so you brought in a big rig or something, and you don't have a backpack, you could just extract here. On here you can get thermite, fuel. You saw that as the extract. But keep going if you're not extracting there. Keep running along. If you spawn over here, just always be careful of your left and right. Over here, just next to this blue fence, right at the back, there is another stash. Coming in though, there is a key for that container there, but there's not a whole lot in there. I don't have that key. There's a weapon crate there, a toolbox there, and a toolbox there. I'm going to follow it around. Here's the car extract if you plan on getting out here. If not, you can just follow this. On here you can get food, drinks and ammo. There is another stash here. That's it for stashes in the power station, so we're just going to go into the power station. So you got computers that you want to look around for, the jacket, graphics cards on here, toolboxes. Power's already on because I turned it on earlier. Leaving here though, just gonna head this way. Now we're currently heading towards the railway exfil. So if you spawn at the power, there is players that spawn along this road and spawn towards that tower there. Just be careful of those. Staying close to the road. Don't go along the road because you're in a very open spot, but staying close to it. There is a stash nearby here. Next stash, you just come over to this little hut here. And the stash is right here. If you're at the hut, find it really easily. There's just a big bush. Oh, leaving that. Come over this way. And there is another stash here. To get to this stash, you just have to crouch, walk over to it, and you can search it. To leave again, you gotta stay crouched, and you can crouch. Going around. If you spawn over there, near that tower, be careful of players spawning on this road just over here. So, heading this way. Head towards these huts here, and this is your last little bit of loot. A bit of loot. You got a jacket here. This is what you come in here for. Didn't get anything that time. Coming close to the end of the video now, guys. Just on here, you get fuel, water filters, and that. You buy items. So that is it, guys. We're now at the extract. You'd leave at railway if you did a full circle, or if you spawned at railway, your extract's going to be Emercom, so you probably wanted to get out at Emercom. But hopefully with that you'll be able to make some more money. On these runs I do make around 500k per run, and that's on the stash runs if you include the 21WS key card. So if you can afford that, it's definitely worth investing into. It's the most underrated key in the game, I'd say, since no one ever uses it. Even I personally, I don't go there that often because I'm too busy inside the store. Thank you guys, have a nice day, and thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot. Have a nice day, guys. Peace out.